Hey guys, what's going on? BigglePunch here, bringing you another episode of Dark Souls. Not gonna dilly-dally around or anything, and we're just gonna start right here. Now, first order of business in this episode is we're going to take out these hollows because they respawned. And no one likes hollows. Hollows are the worst. Have to play very careful against them. Because even though they are low-level enemies, we're also low-level, and the amount of times that I've died to hollows in this game is frankly quite embarrassing with how many playthroughs I've done. Wow, we got invaded. This is probably a twink, which is a high level. I literally never get invaded. It must be the fact that I'm recording. Yeah, he's definitely a twink. You can tell because I didn't do any damage to him. A twink is when someone comes in at a low level and basically has in-game equipment but low-level items, and I just got lag stabbed. Is he a twink? I don't know, because, like, he's definitely... Oh, the lag stabs. No. This is not how this episode is supposed to begin. Wow. Okay. That was some real lag. Like, literally, that was the first time I've ever been invaded on the PC version. And of course it's, right when I'm recording. But, that's why I wanted to stay human, though I'm gonna have to pop another humanity. Because I definitely... He sent me a message. Hang on, now we have to check this. I don't know how to use Windows Live. How do you use Games for Windows Live? It sucks. Sent me a message, probably like Scrub. You're a dirty boy. Good thing Daddy brought his wipes. That's my first ever hate mail. I'm so happy. But now I have to become human again. Probably get invaded by a shrubby panda again. But maybe next time we can actually stand a chance against him. Though, considering that it would be the exact same odds as last time, I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's oddly optimistic. And we're not even going to give him the satisfaction of a response. Though, since we did get invaded, maybe that means that the community is active and I can do some... I'd like to do some PvP videos, eventually. Even though, like, I have, like, a 90% win-loss. Or 90% loss ratio when it comes to Dark Souls 1 PvP. I'm not going to try attacking. This guy's actually pretty useful. So, I said that... God damn it, I think I got invaded again. I don't know, I can't tell. He doesn't sell longswords, apparently. Well, I wanted to buy a longsword. But... I guess I'll just stick with the battle axe for a little bit then. And we're gonna hop up here. I probably won't be using a shield just to add extra challenge to this, but looks like we're gonna have to wait to get a good weapon. I don't know, the battle axe isn't terrible. I just don't like it. I don't like the axes very much. They look cool. I just don't think they're very functionally useful. But as you can see, we're getting barraged by fire bombs. So we're just gonna climb up here. Take care. No, not you guys. No, not you. Okay, whatever. This guy. Kill him. I'm taking this very slowly. Just due to the fact that, oh, I got a free humanity there. Due to the humanity meter, I believe is what that's referred to. But, you just sometimes get free humanity for killing enemies. That's the gist of that. I'm taking this very slowly due to the fact that whenever I'm doing commentary, I've noticed that my gameplay gets a hell of a lot worse. He dropped fire bombs, but he fell down there and I don't really care. I don't know what that is. Oh, free 200 souls if I ever take the time to actually pop it, which I won't. Hollow Warrior Waistcloth. So basically a pretty trash item. I have no clue how that missed. Must have just whizzed right by my head. But yeah, I think we're out of the tutorial. Oh, since I have the master key, I didn't need to buy a key from the merchant. So I can get in here and get this free pine resin, which will imbue my weapon with lightning. Which is actually really useful for a couple bosses. We're just gonna jumping attack this guy. Stunned him. Estus is so much quicker in this game. Like, I'm not used to it. In 2, you have to, like, be careful when you Estus, and this one you can just kind of spam it. But, alright, so I need to be at full health for this part, because I'm actually going to attempt to do a speedrun trick, where you can jump over that barrel if you time it just right. And you have to be going in a certain direction. But, as you can see, I obviously didn't. Didn't accomplish it. Take another sip of OJ. OJ, Sunny D, whatever you want to call it. And that's not the right level with the boss, but this is also the right level with the Crystal Lizard, which will give us some Titanites used to upgrade your weapon. You can't go up here. Don't try. Alright, I have pine resin in my use slot. So we could sprint across this little precipice here, or we could do the smart thing and climb up and archers. So they would totally shoot us in the back, and I don't want to deal with that. So there we go. Easy. This game's easy. I don't feel like taking time to climb down, so I'll just take a little fall damage. But anyway, just gonna walk across here. And oh my god, it's an ape. It's not actually an ape, it's a Taurus demon, or I'm pretty sure the undead merchant calls him bullhead demon or something like that. But basically he's a little bitch. So we're just going to imbue our weapon with lightning and get a plunge attack on him for some pretty hefty damage. He's going to step on me, apparently. We're just gonna spam attacks and just basically destroy him. He'll give us a nice amount of souls. You can actually get him to jump off right here. And he dies immediately if he jumps off. And I really don't want to use my Estus, because if I sit at a bonfire, it won't bring me back up to full. I believe there's something hidden behind one of these boxes. Here it is. Great! Glad I took the time to do that. Like, 200 souls isn't worth watching the animation to pick it up for. But, as you can see, this bridge is pretty terribly burned. And oh god, it's the dragon from before. And yeah, but we're actually going to meet the greatest character of all time. This guy, I'm going to try to get him in camera. This guy right here, Solaire of Astora. What a badass.
You don't look hot. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
So, as you can see, he's a little bit creepy, but he's basically one of the few NPCs in this game that's actually a pretty decent fellow. And he's definitely a fan favorite. Like, the community loves this dude. But, of course, we're going to listen to his preposition, because, I mean, he is the coolest character in the game.
Could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
My decision is, yes, of course, I'm going to help you. He gives us the White Sign Soapstone. In a A strange land
Flow of time
indeed.
itself is convoluted.
So basically he gives us a little, he tells us about Jolly Cooperation, or co-op, and he also tells us that in Lordran, which is the land we're in, we're gonna run right at this dragon, because we don't give a fuck. So in Lordran, the flow of time doesn't make a lick of sense, and as such, basically that's why you come back when you die, as well as why you can summon other undead to help you. If you're human, of course, you can't summon, well, hollow. But you summon them to help you with bosses. I'm terrible at explaining, and I apologize for that. But anyway, we're just gonna climb back up here, and there's a very certain way that the game expects you to go. So this is the Hellkite Drake Bridge. I don't think that's the actual name, but that's what I call it, because it's guarded by the Hellkite Drake. But he's gonna try to kill us, and we're not going to let him. This game's not very optimized, and like every time he shoots fire, the frame rate's gonna drop to 15 frames per second or so. But basically, we're gonna sit right here, and he's not gonna be able to do anything about it until he comes after us. At which point, we're just going to shit. Okay, I dodged. At which point, we're literally just going to sneak past him. And he looks pretty upset that we're in here. So we're just going to reset his position. Just like that. Now, over here, this is a statue of Gwyn's firstborn. Or, I think it's firstborn. So you can see the Drake's flying away because we kind of pissed him off. But that's a statue of the Drake's firstborn. Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who was a one of the Lord of Sunlight. And this guy, I never noticed this guy actually. He's praying to this. You come here if you want to join Solaire's Covenant, which everyone does, because they're the Sun Bros. We are going to open this up from the back way now. Wait for that. And oh wow, guess I didn't win that trade. Alright, so I'm gonna sip some Sunny D here. Grab a Hollow Soldier Shield. So this room is pretty difficult. So I like to do the speed running trick that literally just skips the room. Like 100% you don't even have to deal with this room if you you move quickly. So you get in here, and then this guy his AI tells him to drop this gate, which actually usually crushes that hollow, and I'm surprised it didn't. But we're just gonna get behind him. Somehow not kill him. And as you can see, they're all very upset that we're in. But we're gonna ignore their wishes, and we're gonna head into the Undead Parish. Which, as you can see, we're going to get... I keep saying that. I'm probably pissing a lot of people off. As you can see. So these are Balder Knights, and apparently I can't break through their armor as easily as I thought. Balder Knights are, it's gonna sound redundant, but they are Knights of Balder, which is unconfirmed if it is a, if it's a faction or a nation such as Lordran or Venheim. It's a halberd. That's a great weapon. That's like one of my favorites. It's unknown if Balder is actually a place. I think no. I'm sorry. Balder is actually definitely confirmed a place. It's another it's Baronique that's not confirmed if it's a place or a faction such as the Knights Templar or something like that. But alright, so Rapier Balder Knight really wants to parry us, but he doesn't really do much damage if it's not a parry. As you can see, there's a huge guy guarding the altar in there. And he's guarding something that we really want. But we don't want to mess with him right now because something goes wrong, which it is a high likelihood of doing. He will basically put it in our butts. So, excuse the belch there. So we're just gonna run past him, and we're gonna run. It's actually Hollows chasing me too. We're gonna jump down these stairs, and we're gonna make a run for the nearest bonfire. So, down here. This is actually one of the most important bonfires in the game, because this bonfire is located, as you can probably hear a hammer dinging, and that is the hammer of Andre of Astora. The guys of Astora are like definitely some of the coolest guys in the game, like Solaire and Andre. Andre is this dude. He is a blacksmith who will basically buff your weapons, but his main purpose right now, because I don't have any Titanite shards. His main purpose to me right now is I'm going to buy a longsword because I like the longsword. It's got a great moveset. I'm sorry if it's a little boring to use. I'll definitely break out some other weapons. Like, don't worry. But I'm a huge fan of the longsword. I don't know if I've said that. This is like my favorite. That one, like you take a step forward and then swing. That's like my favorite move in the game. But I'm just gonna continue hopping up all these stairs. Oh crap! This guy's position doesn't reset. We're going to not attract his attention because I don't want to deal with him and the Hollows all at the same time. I will fight him right now, but I don't want to do it like immediately after respawning. I want to take out these 3 Hollows and then fight him out in this courtyard. As you can see, we do far less damage with the longsword than with the strength-based battle axe. With the longsword is a lot faster, a lot more versatile, and I don't think it scales better because it's a scales off both decks. And okay, here it is. But this is one of the Knights of Berenice, which, as I said earlier, is not confirmed if it's a place or a faction. But as you can see, we do like 0 damage to him, and he does like 100 billion damage to us. But he's very slow, so we can kill him pretty easily. Just get 2 attacks in every time he swings. Oh no! No, he sipped OJ too. Okay. We're getting good damage off. That was dumb. Alright, he bait out an attack so we can heal. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with him. I am a little rusty. I didn't have any stamina. And I was stuck in the animation of my attack because I suck. Wow, ouch. What am I doing? Luckily, this guy is, since he's technically considered like a mini boss, he does not respawn upon death and upon setting in a bonfire. So once he's dead for good. And drop a greatsword, great axe, Titanite shard. Great axe. I don't even. So I can't even use the great axe, like even two-handed. That's the strength on this thing. But I love the animation of your character just struggling with stuff. But yeah, great axe. And I'm actually getting invaded again, as you can see by this the white fog. And I'm gonna see if the invasion fails, which I hope it does. So, does it? The invasion might fail because the netcode for this game is not the best. So I'm gonna just keep moving. Like, honestly, I feel like if it's taken this long for him to connect, he won't connect. This guy can attack from behind the shield. Oh, wow, how am I don't know how I'm not dead. Alright, I'm just run from this. Yeah, the invasion failed. As you can see, the fog is dispersed. But that fight with the knight really took me pretty low. So I'm going to go rejuvenate all of my Estus. And not a lot to say here. Basically just me being a dumbass. And playing like one too. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to level up my dex. Dex we're going to bring up to 20. We're going to dump the remaining into strength. I don't know what I want to do with all this dex. Honestly, the scimitar might be a better option just at this point. Just because my dex is like halfway maxed already. Max stats for combat stats is 40, just because after 40, like, you get some crazy diminishing returns on your gains. Basically, your character stops getting you reach a plateau around 40. As you can see, this guy is camping on top of a summoning sign, which we're not going to be using. This game's community actually isn't. It's surprisingly large, apparently. But we're not going to be summoning these guys. We're getting invaded again. Wow, I didn't. I must have done. I might have installed Dark Souls connection fix or something, because, like, literally it never happens this often. Alright, boop, boop. There goes all my stamina, so I can't dodge. Oh, and I always forget to pick up with the Berenique Knight. Wow! I always forget to pick up this item over here on the altar. That's what I was saying. Well, if we could ever make it to the gargoyles, then I should be able to beat them first try. They're not a very difficult boss. But as you can see, despite my my best efforts, I'm still getting pretty much destroyed by the Undead Parish, despite the fact that it's like the first area of the game. Alright. I should really start breaking out the parrying. There it is. And there's the riposte that I wanted to demonstrate back in the first episode, but I never did. Basically, nailing some sick ripostes makes you feel like a badass. But I never managed to do it. Let's see if we can get it on this guy. Apparently so. I can never, just because the rapier comes out so quickly, like with its attacks, never seem to be able to do it. But I did it there with little to no issues. So, as you can see through this window, that's a channeler who basically has a room of a congregation of hollows. We can one-shot them, but due to their, the channeler has placed a damage buff on them, so as you can see, they hurt. They hurt a lot. And, yeah, they hurt that much. And they're really easy if you have a thrusting weapon, but a slashing weapon not so much. I'm actually... I don't have the strength to use the halberd with one hand. I'm going to make this... I don't know, I'm going to switch between the longsword and the halberd. I really like both weapons. I'm going to have to de-equip something. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see there, I was a bit bogged down by equipment, and it stopped me from rolling all the way. Also have 6 Estus flasks for some reason. And also the halberd's base damage is so much higher than that of the longsword. Like, we're just tearing through these guys right currently. Also, I love the running attack with the halberd like that. That's pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. Before I forget, pick up the Firekeeper soul from the Baronique Knight. This halberd will also make this hollow hallway super easy to get through. This guy never stood a chance. I have a lot more practice. The halberd was was my main weapon in Dark Souls 2, and it operates very similarly. So, like, I feel like this is definitely my best chance to, also, it's got this insane reach. Like, these guys can't get close. Unless the channeler comes in, and I don't like that. Because, he does a fair amount of damage. Wow, okay. We're gonna turn tail and run. We're gonna, just like Sir Robin, we're gonna turn tail and bravely run away. But, oh god! Why am I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this, but, wow. Okay, I'm gonna end the episode here. In the next episode, hopefully we'll be able to take out the gargoyles and move on to the next obstacle in our path. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.